Right. Oh, more bits from Isham. Thank you very much. Minnesota. Minnesota is at least somewhat workable. I could play maybe a Minnesota game afterwards. I don't know. But, yeah, I think even though the Kansas is pretty bad, Minnesota and Vermont, even though they're better, they're still not particularly good. And I think they're definitely going to be of minority interest. Right, top tier game. I think I did point out this has got a worse, yeah, considerably worse AA range. That's one of the few areas where the Oklahoma is actually better, is the AA range. But the AA itself is not particularly great. Right. Of minority interest. I mean, I suppose so. Okay, standard game. That part might not be so fun. We'll see how it goes. Oh, yeah, I guess they dodged out the way of them. So I don't really know what the enemy team's doing yet so much. That's possibly too much lead, although it is basically at max range. Also, I don't know if that came through, but that was my I've got a text message sound. Which I think is from, it's either Red Alert or Command and Conquer, I can't remember. I think it might have been Red Alert. That is really not moving too quickly at all, that New York. Fujin is actually going to have a relatively good time of it. They don't have any counters apart from our destroyers. None of which are super stealthy. I think the Minikaze is the closest. Actually, they've got kamikaze as well. They're on opposite flags. They're not. It's not divisioned OP tier 5 destroyers getting lucky with matchmaking. It's just two random destroyers that got lucky with matchmaking. Amazing, I'm actually able to use AP at range and do damage. It's quite astounding. Well, there goes the Genova, of all things. Killed the... Okay. Genova OP, you guys.
Enemy battleship detected.
I think we're going to want to make a sharp turn around here. I'm mostly ignoring me so far. Just keep hammering that Congo for now. Okay, Koenig's the one that's aiming at me. I think the Congo might be as well. Somebody is. Kind of looks like they've got their guns turned my way. A bit of damage, nothing too bad. Oh, that's the Piotr Veliki, okay. Region's off around this area still. Right, we could do with some vision. I'm suddenly looking a little... oh, don't eat those. A little lonely. There's a lot of their ships on this corner. Maybe concentrate on finishing off that Kirov. Ooh, just get the rear guns. Nope. Couldn't quite reload in time. Right, things are not going too terribly so far. This is the bulk of their team. There's about a third of their team down on that corner, but all of their heavy stuff is up on this flank, so... yeah. Just have to keep them contained, basically.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Ooh, come on, turret traverse. Decent, very decent. Just kind of barely moving. Right, let's try and put down the Omaha. Just from a point of view of not having to worry about fires so much if we kill them. There we go. We'll take that. A little bit more against this New York. Alright, did you have the Veliki and the Congo? The Congo who somehow came all the way, you know, a very long ass route to get here.
Problem solved, sir.
Alright, another heal would be nice. Got one in less than a minute. If I had a better angle, I'd be going for this guy, but bow on. I mean, broadside New York versus a bow on Pietroveliki, it's not much of a contest.
Main turret critically damaged.
Yeah, Oklahoma has the same gun setup as the Giulio Cesare. Right, New York should be going... Oh, we just managed to get a heal back. Right, if you two battleships could focus this guy, that would be nice. See, he's actually reversing, okay.
Spotter airborne.
$82k, not bad so far. Possibly even get up to 100k. So good of you to join the fight, Congo. What's my opinion on the champagne? I'm not a huge fan of the concept, but I think it's more balanced, if that's the right word to use, than Slava, just because partly it's a lot more fragile, the firepower is obviously less considerable, and it also can be down-tiered, which of course Slava can't. Slava's always going to be top tier. So I think Champagne is overall in a better spot than Slava is.
Spotter returning to ship.
Right, I might just have range on that New York. I think 88k is pretty respectable. Certainly not too terrible. Yes, well, as we've seen from the Oklahoma and the Kansas, what Wargaming considers to be fine is sometimes a bit baffling, shall we say. Oh, I really wish I had a spotter available now. We are ahead on points, but yeah. This has actually turned out to be a fairly close game. Hey, Manty. Stop playing boats again for the time being. Just too frustrated? Needed a break? All of the above? Be good to know where that Fujin is, Mr. Visby. Yeah, tier 10, I mean, I've never been a huge fan of tier 10, but the addition of the MVR has not particularly been an inducement to play more, let's put it that way. Honestly, the Oklahoma might not do that well against some tier 3s. Oklahoma versus a Koenig Albert, I honestly couldn't tell you who would win that fight. Oh, there's the Fujin. What's my favourite tier? Probably either tier 7 or tier 8. Or tier 6. Kind of that mid to high tier spot. Oklahoma versus Orion, that's, yep, that's, you know, not exactly impossible Orion would win that fight. Oh, we're so close to 100k damage. Alright, we're not going to get that Congo. Oh, New York's burning as well. God damn it. My damage! Actually, we might get that Congo. It's not going to be enough to push me over the top, but... What is our Congo doing? It's a good thing we haven't had to come down to a situation where we've relied on them, quite frankly. We'd have been thoroughly screwed if we had. Come on, Visby. Never mind the cap. There's one player left. You're in a gunboat. Ah.
Hold below the waterline. We're flooding quickly.
I think that gap I got spotted through, it probably was.
Problem solved,
Yeah,
sir.
there he is. Why is this Congo? Like, what do you think is up there, Congo? Like, seriously. Do you think there might be a ship hiding up there that somehow isn't on the... Oh, I don't even know. Right, if this had been a bit more proactive, I think we could have gotten the entire enemy team, but as it is, this Fujin's probably going to get away. But it's fine. We've won despite the Congo and despite the Visby. We certainly could have done a little bit more. Oh, might get a... Oh, no, never mind. All smacked into the island. 197, go on. One more hit. One more hit, Visby. There we go. Not quite 100k, but we came awfully close. And surprisingly, top place at Genova. I'm going to give a compliment just for being top place in a Genova. That is some kind of achievement right there. The Hawkins did alright for themselves as well.